Hi guys, this is Vanessa Urban Tarot Goddess, and today I'm going to do a reading on COVID. Now, as you know, we have seen an increase in COVID. I know a lot of people say that it's the flu, it's common cold, but I mean, and it could be a mixture of things, really. But it is a type of cold. And most colds or most flus are caused by a virus. Then they turn into bacterial infections. So that's why they give you things like antibiotics, because it turns into bacterial infection sooner or later. And yes, I'm in nursing school, so I know most of that. At least most of that. So COVID started in 2020, late 2020. Me personally, I believe it is a type of control mechanism, and because in 2020 we did something that we never really done before, and it was fighting the government. We were fighting the government in 2020, so they had to find a way to get people back in line. Every day people were out torching things, blowing up things, flipping cars, running over people. Overall, they were beating up the polices. They were not scared. So the government couldn't really show their true colors by keep sending out military and police to kill their citizens, because now people are really going to start to look at them like, wow, you're really killing your own citizens. So they had to think of something. This is my thought. So what would be better than having a virus out? And that's what I believe happened. I believe they had to find some type of to regain control, and they did. People literally went back in their homes, and you don't see them out anymore doing that. So let's do a read on this. What's going on with COVID? What is going on? I'm going to just go ahead and throw it out there. What is going on with the COVID? Government and the COVID. And they like this stuff. The government loves pandemics because they can control people with that. Especially, if you don't know anything about it. And a lot of people don't know anything about viruses, so they go and be like, okay, well, let's make up something, or let's make something that people can believe. And that's what they did. What's going on with government and the COVID? And I'm supposed to see what it throws out there. I'm assuming the government's the high priestess. Giving money, that's a good way to control people. And a tower. Yes, definitely. It's gonna fire back though, as you can see with the tower. It has not happened yet, but a little bit of it is. It starts with the mask, and it starts with people not wanting to do certain things. So instead of fighting the government, these people are literally have you fight against each other and companies and stuff like that. You can't really fight government over a mask. But you can, nobody's really going to be like out there protesting against a mask the way they do for police of killing humans. So they'll just go to the internet and say, I won't wear a mask and stuff like that. So that's where they want you to be at. Now, the government has controlled people a lot, especially with money. As you see, there's thing all of a sudden called stimulus. Will there be another stimulus? We'll pull on that too in a minute. But that kind of babyfied people and calmed people down too. So, and even if you see right through the government, it doesn't matter because nothing you can really do about it. Here is the Ace of Wands. People are starting back to traveling and things like that and going places. People also will pick up new habits, new hobbies, new gifts that they have. They're more in tune. A lot of people have changed from 2020 to now. You also have some celebration going on here. This was in earlier, probably last year or early this year. Some type of celebration going on. A lot of people are happy that Corona even happened because they were able to get a lot of things that they couldn't get before. I have the Queen of Cups that comes with that. And 4 Swords. Make sure you stay focused on what's really going on. The media is scaring a lot of people, but it's also confusing people. And when you have confusions, you have fear. And then other people cause other people to have fear. So a lot of people are staying in or staying inside because of this. I'm telling you, it works. It works all the time. If you look back in history, people are studied. So the government will study you and see how you react to things. If you go to Facebook or social media, there are people who are paid to study what and how people react to certain stories. I'll give you an example. The guy that was given a 110-year sentence, they repeated that story over and over and over, different outlets, but some of the same outlets. Then let's say the story resolved itself a little bit, then they'll repeat it again and again and again, and people will repeatedly put on there what they thought. Well, there's people hired to see what you have wrote or written, and they're like, oh, well, this is how they respond to this type of story, so I'm gonna put another story out there like that. Let's put another story out there like that. And it gets people either angry, upset, but you're not really doing anything. You're just talking. You're just mentally making people upset. So, and that's how that happens. So don't fall for these social media stories at all. I might do a video on that guy. They push it down to 10 years, which I kind of knew that already. And I'm going to tell you what I also think about that in a minute. But, so will we get, yeah, see, this card fell out. A lot of confusion. But will we get another stimulus? 1, 2, 3, 4. My hands are so small for these cards. There is money. It's not a stimulus though. It has to do with taxes. So make sure you guys look at your taxes, or something to do with your taxes, that where they're put in extra money, or something like that, or increase something about your taxes. Remember, not Louisiana, something about my state. American money is recycled. We really don't put our money into things that we should put it in, but it's like recycled. And okay, this one comes out. Next year will be a very a lot of people will be happy. Some victories for some people. A lot of gold planting. A lot of people became business owners too. Or will become business owners. The stimulus has helped people yeah. What will COVID be like in 2022? 2, 3. Yeah, they spend some money on this stuff, huh? Some people are still confused about what's going on. Again, a control. They're going to do something to where they're going to control you some more, of course. Everybody's being controlled, even the ones who don't wear masks. That's a type of control. If you put people against something, people would 9 times out of 10 would go against it. So that's still a type of control. As you can see, this lamb or sheep, a lot of people call people or followers who wear masks sheep and things like that. But everybody, to me, in a way, is a sheep. You're following somebody. No one lives this earth not following anything. If you did, you'd be in jail right now. So you're following something, some type of system. But yeah, they're letting you know that to have strength, to be strong, and to just kind of watch what's going on. But my thing is this, what's the point? Are you going to go up there and slap Joe Biden? Are you going to go up there and go against Kamala? I mean, no one is really going to do all that. So what's to really fight? What are you fighting for? Even if you walk outside and don't wear a mask, what is your point? If you're breathing American air, point blank period, you've probably already been vaccinated. They put so much stuff in the air, it ain't even funny. You have people who have cancer and don't even know how they got it. So it doesn't matter. A lot of people talk, and that's all it is talk. I have not yet seen anyone walk up to Joe Biden, who to me really isn't controlling anything. It's something behind him doing that. There's people who are not in this country that is controlling America. America never really controlled itself. Tell me what you guys think on that. Follow the money. Okay. Okay. Omicron, to me, they come up with these weird virus names to scare you too. Omicron to me is it's kind of weak, more of a weakened state. I know a lot of people said that it's not as bad as the first wave of. I think I had it last year when people didn't have a name for it. Early last year, like in February. People didn't know something wrong until like April or May or something like that. 10 of Wands. People are going to be leaving, going to another country, state, or just traveling, point blank period. Just trying to just see new things. Yeah, they're trying to get out of here. On cruise boats, make sure you be careful if you go on cruise boats. That is, for some reason I'm getting the word trap in my head. It's like a trap. If you do go, make sure you, I guess, bring your own sanitizing stuff. You know, the boatsmen do a really good job of doing it. Bring your own. There's nothing better than you cleaning your own stuff. Wipes, hand sanitizer. Before you sit at that table at dinner, clean it. Even if they did clean it yourself. So just be cautious of that. Masks do work to a certain extent, but it doesn't stop you from really getting anything, mainly because when you take your mask off, you have already touched stuff. You've already been around people. The virus can get on your clothes, anything. So it's already on you, even if you wear a mask. Again, for some people, I'm going to have a blast next year. I'm going to have a blast next year. Some people have some really good time. They're not going to let COVID stop them. Some people are just kind of not sure what's going to go on. They feel trapped. You know, feel kind of behind. Watching the media a lot. And they'll start to spread into other people what they should do. You have your people who feel like they're free to do what I want to do. It's probably most likely your non-mask people. Here, people feel like they need to do whatever they can do to protect themselves. These are most likely your mask people, or people who stays inside. So it's like a versus thing. The government wants people to fight each other. They do. Instead of fighting them, fight each other. This is why political parties are made. I don't believe in Democrat and Republican and all the other stuff that they have. I do believe they put you against each other like that. Those are the same people. There are the same people. Okay? 3 of Wands come out. Six of Cups. Okay. Also, next year, I'll just pull these cards out randomly, so I have to randomly tell you what they're about. Again, traveling. A lot of people traveling, going out, looking beyond what's going on. As you can see here, the 6 of Cups. Giving and receiving. Helping someone. People are going to be helping each other a lot. Some people are going to, of course, be married or meet someone special next year. Again, I see people staying inside a lot. COVID isn't done with us yet. And some people who are going to just crack. They're not sure what they're going to do. A lot of hatred going on. I see another, how can I say this? Another big issue happening next year. Will there be another mass gun shooting? I believe so. More toward the hotter months. If you notice, most mass shootings happen toward the beginning of each month. But there will be more heartbreak. I don't see a war happening. I see a lot of disagreements. Yep. People are starting to ignore the government. They're starting to ignore the CDC. They're going to be doing their own thing most of the time. However, it will be putting other people at risk. Okay. So what type of year will America have next year overall? 1, 2, 3. One. I keep seeing money, guys. Change of events, which I think it's going to be. Okay, something bad going to happen next year. Knight of Swords. It's going to where, and it might not be like, oh my God, we're all going to die type of thing. It's going to be more like, it's going to shake people's minds. And I don't think it has anything to do with COVID. But it's something going to happen next year to where everything's going fine. You're used to COVID. You're used to the people, the government kind of ruling what's going on. But something's going to shake the world that has nothing to do with any of that. You're like, wow, where did this come from? Just like COVID shook the world, this is going to shake the world too. Because they got to continue to keep you in line. They don't want what happened in 2020, 2019, 2018 to happen. People were literally gearing up to fight the government. So yeah. I just want you guys to kind of watch. So what will be happening next year that's going to freak everyone out? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The Strength card definitely comes out. It's crazy how my cards come out. Definitely have strength, always. Let's see. It's going to definitely affect people money, family-wise. People are definitely going to be like scared. Not everyone, just some. Whatever it is, it's going to kind of like sneak up on you. So, the Hierophant card. This could be having to do with like whoever you see as the person who guides you through life. It could be the government, your family, your parents, anything like that. That person could be affected. This can affect the government too. Something can affect the government too. As you see this lady with 5 of Cups, she's kind of like staring down at the ground. And the cups are like going into this hole, whatever that's in it. Just trying to fill up what's going on. Trying to see how can I fix the issue. And I believe it has something to do with money and of course people. So we shall see. I believe something really big is going to happen. They're gearing up. They're making up something. That'll be my reading for my brief reading, I guess you could say, for COVID and the year 2022. So hopefully, allegedly nothing happens, but I don't say what the cards show me. All right, this is Vanessa, Urban Tarot Goddess. I will see you soon.